That's honey.
So we get the cheese in our stomach. We're gonna go crazy with it.
Yo, welcome to another episode of 1,000 Hours Out the Mud. It's your boy JF3 checking in, man. Today we got us a special guest. Rashard is still out doing his thing for the UFL. We wish him our best wishes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all the socials, wherever you at, we at. Man, today we got us a big one, man. This one I hold dear to my heart. It's one of my real close friends that I met through this game of football from Hempstead, New York. Went to Penn State from 2011 to 2014. Started 31 games in college. Second round pick, 34th overall to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 2015 NFL Draft. Two-time Super Bowl champion, recent Super Bowl champion. 8 years as a starting left tackle for the Buccaneers. Last year just started with the Kansas City Chiefs and won his second Super Bowl. Man, we got none other than Mr. Champ, Donnie Smith. What's up, my brother?
My guy. Love.
you
I
know, it's
appreciate
love.
you having me, bro.
Nah, man, we've been locked in.
Yeah.
Donnie was one of the realest relationships I grew when I was with the Bucks, out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Always been solid. Always, showed me, when I was coming in the league, showed me how it was to be, one of the big timers with the bag. With the bag, you heard? You know what I'm saying? All the way down to, giving me my weight set that I got in my gym, man. Even showing up to my wedding, bro. Just saying from me to you, bro, I really fuck with you, dog.
for
You
sure,
know
bro.
that already, but
That's
I'll
love.
put it out so everybody else know, man. So let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
From New York, man, take us back.
Yeah, man. Shoot. Born and raised, Hempstead, New York, Long Island. Youngest of 5. 3 girls, 2 boys. Yeah, man, just making a way, for real. Didn't really have much growing up. Wasn't the best of circumstances, but, figured out a way. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, man, I got to get over to New York, bro. I still ain't visited.
Oh man, yeah, it's a good vibe up there for sure. I mean, I actually was just up there with my baby girl and everything. Took her around in the city, showed her around, so it was cool. She enjoyed it, but yeah, you got the good eats, you got the vibes, you got everything you looking for up there.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro, because I'm looking like, Donnie from New York?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting you to be like, I ain't never heard you say son.
Yeah, nah, man. So the thing is, yeah, I was in New York all the way up until my sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
Then moved down to Baltimore. So I finished high school in Baltimore.
All right.
So, went from Baltimore and then committed up to Penn State, so I kind of been all over and it kind of just left me. But a lot of people say it's still there, but when you go back to New York, I ain't got no accent. Really.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So, okay, before you get to Penn State, so I was looking and it said, I didn't know you had some D-line back in high
dog.
school?
So, yeah, man, I played both ways, offensive line, D-line. Obviously biggest dude there. Yeah, just was wrecking shit. You feel me? Just, see ball, get ball. Biggest out there, just doing my thing. So, yeah, a couple of schools. I probably had about 4 or 5 schools. Gave me the option to either play, offensive line or defensive line. Was, So,
What
yeah, to be able
ultimately
to have
made
that.
you choose to stay on the O-line?
Really, my uncle, for real. He kind of was just like, yeah, the biggest thing or the best way to be is, on the O-line where the money at, at that time. So left tackles and everything getting paid, longevity of career, stuff like that. It just made sense.
That do make sense. I mean, that is true. A lot of people don't know. After the quarterback, the left tackle usually the second highest paid.
You got to think about it. That's
Got to protect the investment.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
got to protect
main
the investment.
bodyguard.
You feel me? That's something that, yeah, just offensive line in general. It's just one of them unsung hero type things. You go out there, do the dirty work, let everybody else shine and eat, and you just humbly go back and do what you gotta do.
Man, that's why I always got respect. That's why I always got respect for the trenches, man, because I don't want to be in there. Not every play, I'm straight, but without the trenches, nothing go.
100%, man. And it's one of those things. A lot of people are giving, more recognition and whatnot now to O-line, D-line play, but for the most part, yeah, you gotta be a little crazy to be down there.
Yeah, I agree. Shit. So okay, boom. High school, they said you was the 9th best offensive tackle in your draft. He's a four-star coming out of high school.
Yeah.
So what was your top couple schools you was choosing from before ultimately choosing Penn State?
Oh man, so I think if I remember correctly, my top 5 or whatever it was UCLA, Michigan State, NC State, Maryland, and then Penn State.
A lot of states in there, man.
Yeah, dog. I don't know what that was about, but yeah.
What ultimately led you down to Penn State to make that choice? Because that's a real historic school right there.
Real talk, history. Just history with the football, history academic-wise, in the business world. If you really look at, I think it was like some crazy stat, like 1 in 123 people that you may meet was a Penn State graduate, which, in the real world, that help you out.
Yeah,
Because,
carry weight.
more people and, you got something to, chop it up about, some similarities or whatever, it can, advance you in different ways. So, I kind of was like, sure, it's the best fit. It was, Northeast. I was New York, Jersey, Maryland, 2.5, 3 hours away from everything. So I was far enough away, but still, still close to home. So
yeah.
it was
Man, I think about Penn State, first thing I always think about is the whiteout.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's always the coldest thing to look at in pictures. And then, when ESPN is showing, it's like, damn, like, that shit alive. Like, that's only one time every year?
So the thing is, bro, I don't think I can explain it. You got to just go feel that shit.
Yeah.
That the feels you get in your body, like the chills running through your, like, just imagine that times 10. You can't hear, like, a conversation like this. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. We wouldn't be able to hear each other. I gotta be, you in the club, like you gotta, and you trying to hear.
Yeah.
That's how it gotta be. Stadium rocking. I mean, but it's really just the environment, just the fans,
Yeah.
The culture there. They got the best student section, in my opinion. Best college football stadium, in my opinion. Everybody want to argue me down about anything else. You go up there, you play in the whiteout game, or experience that at Michigan or Ohio State or, a big game like that. So it's definitely one of a kind.
So the whiteout game is one time a year, every year, right?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And is it the same team every year or that change?
Nah, so the change is typically Michigan, big time games, whatever it may be. But yeah, Michigan, Ohio State, any big game that we may have, we might make it a whiteout game. So night games, they'll typically might do it. I don't know who they had it in recent years, but they've been doing so many different new things now. They got stripe,
stripe stadium.
Stripe ball, whatever you want to call it. They do the different colors and all this other stuff. It's cool though. So, it's definitely something that Penn State been doing for a while, and I think that nobody can match that.
Man, I gotta know, because I'm into the swag and the drip and shit.
Oh man,
bro, like them uniforms, real vanilla.
Yeah, but
like no name on the back.
Yeah,
what you doing?
Real talk, we had names on our back at one point when we when we was in, I think it was my sophomore year in college. We had the sanctions or whatever hit, and they kind of was doing different things to change or whatever. We had our names on our back for a little bit. It was a little weird, but the no names is better, just crispy. I think long term it was like Joe Pa was kind of like, Joe Paterno, legend coach there. He was like, nobody want to know the name of your, on your back. You got to make that number. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be the biggest thing known, seen.
Right.
So bet you got who's number 13. Make them go look you up. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it easy for them to see, oh, that's whoever.
Yeah.
Okay, who's this? Okay, go look in the pamphlet or whatever it may be. Get your info. That's what I was told. That's some shit I was told.
I ain't never thought about it like that. I ain't never thought about it like that. But,
Yeah.
bro, you got to throw the name on the back.
Bro. Nah, I mean, they flirted around with a couple of things through the years, but
Is it back to the no name now?
I think so, yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, tradition is tradition, man. Bama's
Absolutely.
still, you know what I'm saying, black cleats, black, they ain't really switching from too much. I mean, they might now, but
Yeah.
I mean, when we think about Penn State, and this really pertains to when you were at Penn State, you walked in during your freshman year, and the scandal happened.
Yeah.
Talk to not more so the scandal, but what happened? What was the repercussions of that?
Yeah.
And you being there in your 4 years, you stayed.
So the way it went was sanctions hit. The university was banned from any postseason, whatever, bowl games, stuff like that. So we had our 12 games in the season or whatever. You had those 12 games, and that was it. They took scholarships from us, so we wasn't able to recruit or get big time players. You know, you kind of had to ask them to come be walk-ons. What else? Shoot, that's really it.
Being a walk-on, I mean, you got to pay
Yeah,
that.
you know what
Penn
I'm
State
saying?
tuition probably ain't pretty.
Yeah, so that was really it, dogs. We had free will to go wherever we wanted. You know, when the sanctions hit, basically, you know, players could leave, just like kind of how the portal is now. You leave, go wherever you wanted. No having to sit out a year or any of that. So, yeah, bro, just me and a couple of dudes, we just decided to stay. You know, I came in my class, it was,
You got some dogs in your class.
Oh, absolutely. Allen Robinson still playing. Adrian Amos still playing. Deion Barnes, he a D-line coach now there at Penn State. Kyle Carter was a tight end there. Bill Belton was a running back. So, like, we kind of all came in together. And, yeah, you kind of just made a pact. Like, listen, this kind of can be a thing that we can, you know, put on our back low-key and just go about it. Because at the end of the day, we still here to just play ball, get to the league. So go out there, ball out, be who you are, and then also you got to be a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit going to happen in life. You ain't going to jump ship right away. But like you said, it worked out for the better for a lot of people. So, you know, staying, it was good. For some, it was good for others, you know, who left. But then it was bad for others who left also because you starting over fresh.
Right.
Then you think you somebody and you know what I'm saying, you got to start fresh. So
Right. And I think that's a big lesson, you know, especially to the young boys now in college, you know, with the freedom of just being able to leave. And now they getting the bag to leave, you know. But sometimes the grass ain't always green on the other side, bro.
talk to me about the bag.
I know,
man.
the bag's sick.
Nah, for sure. Youngins go get it. You know what I'm saying? Be safe with it for sure, 100%. But, like, yeah, just be
It's a
smart.
lot
with
that
it.
come with it, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
it do.
saying? Hey, that's saying more money, more problems.
100%.
Once you get the bag, you understand what that means.
You're going to have cousins, friends, and everybody looking to you to do all this other stuff, and you
Feel
young.
obligated and entitled.
Yeah, for sure. You're going to enjoy it, but, like, you got to work for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, a lot of this stuff being handed to these kids, and that's another topic. But
Yeah.
go ahead. Live your life, youngest.
But, you know, at the same time, just, you know, testament, you know what I'm saying? You stuck it out. Y'all went there for a reason, and y'all did that together. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like you said, it might have worked out for some, might not worked out for others, but that's that hard decision that y'all got to make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. 100%. Live with the decisions you make and go with it, man.
As long as you could be able to look in the mirror at the end of the day and be okay with it, that's all that matters.
Facts.
So, boom. All right, you go through, y'all stay at Penn State.
Yeah.
And now it's combine time, draft time. Walk us through that.
It was an experience. I kind of was like late on the scene in terms of like what I was gonna do. So I came out. A lot of teams and stuff had a lot of questions and stuff about who's this guy, what he's about. Kind of get on the scene late.
What was your grade coming out?
I don't even know. I don't even think I even
Was it? It was the second
late.
round though, was it?
Hell no. Hell no.
So how you get there then? I know it was easy to turn it around, but
Bro, listen to me. No bullshit. I was chilling in the crib. I think I had went out to San Diego Exos or whatever to work out and whatnot. Came back home, was working out. I think I was chilling in the crib. My agent just hit me. He said, "Hey, you want to go to the draft?" I'm like, what, motherfucker? Like, there was no, you know what I'm saying? Only first, second, second and third round, whatever it was. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, listen, like, I mean, they really don't invite people unless they know something, or have a feeling about something. So I was like, shoot, well, what it look like? He said, take 2 suits and just be ready to be there for 2 days, I guess.
yeah.
So shit, I took my whole family out there. We was eating good, living good. Great experience for them. And then, day 2 was what, second pick overall? And
34th overall.
Yes. Well, not overall, second pick, second round. So, bro, it was definitely a blessing experience too. It was
Shit,
crazy.
I bet that blew your mind right there.
Nah, for sure. It just go back to that, like you say, all the hard work and everything you put in. I'm sitting there, remember the days we running together out of Penn State and everything, hard camp practices and all of that. And I'm thinking like, damn, what it would have been like if I would have left, or if we would have left, would I have been here? But it all worked out.
That's what's up, man. Dang, that's lit, man. Then so you end up with Tampa, but you get to Tampa. It was rough, boy. It was a Tampa. You was there for 8 years. You probably experienced a good 2-3-ish winning seasons, maybe.
Yeah.
How was it walking into that environment? And you walked in as a starter too.
Yeah, for sure. So what was that? 2015. That was Jameis Winston first year. My first year. Ali Marpet was there. Quan Alexander was my year as well. Yeah, you kind of go in there. You got all this pressure, like. All right, what y'all gonna do? You got the whole city looking at you like, all right, come on. But nah, it was cool though. You know, young men going in there working, grinding together. You know, learning the game, experiencing things together. It just also, you know, built character and toughness of who you were. Cause looking at being there for 8 years, you went from the bottom of the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Mike Evans, you bottom of the bottom, losing season, so on and so forth. You just out there playing for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, money and all that come with it, but you playing for the love of the game because you know how it be when you losing. That shit not fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you go through all of that, and you see the building process of it. You see, you know, you start seeing how things working, and you turning things around, you making it close to the playoffs, you chipping away, and it's like, okay, bet. Then you turn it around, you go all the way. So, like, I done seen the full spectrum.
Right.
You know, from top to bottom. So it was definitely a blessing though. First year though, it was cool though. You know, definitely got to take the training wheels off.
Yeah, different game up there
for sure.
What was that? Do you remember what your biggest adjustment was? Because you know, for skilled guys, it's more so the speed of the game. But you in the trenches.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's probably just a strength, like you know.
Yeah, strength for sure. Speed of the game mentally, I would say. Understanding the game in and out more so. Concept. All of that stuff, like it's a lot more intricate than a lot of people sit there and think when, you know what I'm saying, you just say it's football.
Right.
So
break that down, bro, because so you are our first lineman that we brought on the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people don't know what goes on in the trenches, me included. I try to stay away from that shit.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, really break it down. Like, what is that, like, as an old line? Because we always get the X's, we get the quarterbacks on the pods, we get the receivers, DBs, but to get an old lineman that's been doing it at the highest level in the most critical position, and then we gonna get to who you done blocked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you got some insight that you could really open a lot of people's eyes to.
I mean, you know how it go in the huddle call. You get the huddle call, obviously, whether it be a pass pro or run game. You hearing whatever it is. So whether it be a number system or a word system or whatever. All right, cool. I know I got my slide protection. I'm either man or I got two guys coming with me, 3 guys coming with me, everybody coming with me. So you got to know that. You got to know snap count. You know, real into it, you got to understand, defenses, know how to read coverages, because all that stuff, it's all moving parts.
Change on the fly.
You see what I'm saying? It's all moving parts. So if everybody ain't going to be able to be in their spots, as disciplined as the coaches want, somebody going to give it away. So it just help you play faster in that aspect of things. Linebackers tipping things away if they closer to the line. Okay, bet you're going to blitz. D-lineman, you're going to tighten down or you shift your hands and your feet. All of this stuff you looking at in that short period of time and then snap. All right, bet. Now you got this motherfucker who's faster than you. You know what I'm saying? Quicker, better athlete than you, so they say, just running at you. Bet.
And really don't got the responsibility to protect him. That he just there to really go fuck shit up.
A lot of people don't understand that. So the great ones though, they understand in the flow of the game and all of that go into it. But it's mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your thing. It's gritty down there.
I always say I don't know what it's like to be in the trenches. I don't ever want to experience it. I say that's the hardest position on the field. But I mean that's a different perspective. And like you say, you don't get no credit. But the people that know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the players know. Like
your name only get called if you did some bad shit. Granted, you get a good block down the line or whatever. Yeah, but like holding, false start, any of that shit, the only time your name get called. Nobody want that shit.
I feel like with that aspect, like I feel like you could compare an old lineman to a DB in a sense. Cause a
100%.
DB go the whole game strapping shit.
Yeah.
The moment you give up that big
one
catch,
touchdown or a big catch, and it's like, oh, he had nah.
Yeah.
You look at I always sit there and I say, you look at baseball, these motherfuckers, batting averages is, what's a great batting average?
Shit.
2-something?
250 maybe.
You know what I'm saying? A quarter of the fucking time you making contact or you doing some shit. Somebody who doing some shit at 75%, 80% of a clip, and you saying they shitty, there's no way.
That's crazy, right?
Or 90% of a play, you know what I'm saying, of a game, and then they give up one.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, he had a tough day. Granted, you know, they get paid too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're supposed
Best
to do.
on best, good on good.
Best on best, good on good. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. That's how I go.
Yeah, that's
who going to be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Make the least amount of mistakes.
Exactly.
Because the margin for error is so little at the highest level.
Slim.
You know what I'm saying?
Slim.
So with that, you know what I'm saying, you don't block for some. We got to go there. We got the GOAT versus the GOAT, bro. You've had the privilege and opportunity to block for the best quarterback
Yeah.
in the game, which most people would say in Tom Brady,
Mm-hmm.
won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then now, just this past year, you won your second Super Bowl blocking for arguably the person to surpass him
Yeah.
in Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Let's start with Tom first. Take us through that experience.
I
I was there with you. So I know about, like, you're out there.
Yeah. Superior leadership. Just greatness, just work ethic and how you prepare and attack the day to be the best that you could be on that field. Every little thing that you do to prepare to get out there each and every day, game time or whatever it may be, those little things matter. The way he motivated his team, pushed and, extracted shit out of people that, people that didn't even know that they had low key. But that's just that, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's that greatness. You know what I'm saying? The people, the success and know what it takes to get there and was done. He bought that.
Yeah. I always say, like, because I was there, the last year Jameis, I came in. And then I remember when they said we got Tom's, like, it just automatic, and I wasn't even a starter, but it just automatically made you feel like you just had to go that much harder before he even got in the building. And then when he got there, just seeing him do everything everybody did.
I was outside working out. I swear. Me and my boys was working out. I think it was me, OJ Howard, my boy Sancho, and everything. We was out there working out, and I think it came through. I looked at my phone in between a set. I think we was rested, bro. I said, we about to win the fucking Super Bowl, dog. I swear I said it just like that, bro. And, because, I mean, you got what you was, you know what I'm saying, needed or looking for and everything like that. He's a great guy in terms of game management and everything. He's smart as hell. He know how defensive coordinators and all that want to attack him. He know how to, like I said, everything moves in moving parts. So he know how to, okay, chip away. You want to only give me this, I'm going to give you this. Okay, bet. Then I'm going to go over the top, whatever it may be. But he just was so into it. And, yeah, why would not everybody else want to,
Facts.
follow?
Right.
You know what I'm
That shit
saying?
was crazy to witness, bro. But, I mean, I think one of the craziest things that I got to saw while I was in training camp was how much harder he was on himself than anybody else. Like, you would think, like, oh, Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? He never going to miss a pass. He never going to do this. Like, it's very rare that he do.
Yeah.
But, like, even if, like, as a receiver, you might have dropped the ball and then, like, you would think he would, like, lose it. Like, nah, he was never that type. He was always the one to, like, uplift and encourage, not necessarily tear down. And, like, he was better than anybody. Right? That was the craziest thing that, I mean, he had every right to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he understand. He would say
He was that person one time.
Football is the hardest fucking thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, run top speed, all this other stuff, think fast. Like, you got to do all this on the fly. Just go play.
Right.
Be you. Things going to happen. Like, he's one of the greatest out there. He throw interceptions. He's not immortal out there, you know what I'm saying? He been hurt. He done had, shortcomings and all of this. He missed whatever it was, playoffs or postseason shit before. Like, come on now.
Just like everybody else.
Everybody else. But it's just how you respond to it.
Right.
A lot of people like to sit there and, get in the dump and all this other stuff. And I mean, it's tough. But quicker you're able to pull yourself out and understand why you're there, what you're doing it for, it's easy. But, yeah, he definitely motivated a lot of people.
That last year before he retired, was there any, I know he went through a lot that year, but was there any signs that y'all could have tell, like, yeah, he might hang him up?
Nah, not the way he approached things. He in there to do a job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, we all got personal things and stuff like that we all had to deal with, but, like, He was in there to do a job. So, I mean, but that's for him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to force things on people, like retirement, whatever it may be. Let that person deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Or release that when they want to. A lot of people like to jump the gun and do all of that, but that's a lot of stuff that you put on somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, he did how many other years he did a nice little bid, 20 and some change.
Got a nice little check on me.
You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
could have got more because he was taking a cut on to get everybody else.
So, but nah, shout out to Tom.
Yeah,
Tommy
man.
B.
Tommy B. So boom, switch over to now.
Yeah.
You with the baby goat, soon to potentially be the goat.
Yeah.
And what's that like? Now you go from Tom. Now you with Pat.
Same thing, bro.
Like you see the same thing.
Motivating the team. The standard's the standard. He hold himself to that standard. But also understanding and knowing that it's a game, it's a process. We're going to make mistakes and stuff like that. But you got to have the will to win and the will to fight and go out there and be the best, you know, each and every day, each and every game. So that's that shit that, you know, you can't sit there and teach that.
Right.
You got to have that.
And it was cool. Last year I got to watch the little quarterback series on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of took you behind to like what he doing, like the unorthodoxness of the way that he trains.
Yeah.
And the positions that he puts his body into
sure.
and all this other stuff. What's the difference? I'm pretty sure it might not be a big difference, but blocking for Tom, the way he plays versus blocking for Pat. Which gives you an easier day, like easier time.
I mean, it don't matter. As an offensive lineman or a tackle, I'm taught to keep the width and the depth of the pocket. So if I can keep how many ever yards I need width-wise and then give him 9, 10, 11 yards of depth to where he can hit 9, 10 yards and then step up, that's the way it's supposed to work. It don't even matter. But being that, you know, you work one-on-ones at the end of the day, and you got a trash can standing back there. Tom was a statue.
He was a trash can.
I'm not saying he was no trash by no means, but he was standing still.
Much,
you know what I'm saying? So you knew where he was going to be. He had good pocket presence. He knew how to maneuver and everything. But just the mobility factor, you know, Pat, he get out of some crazy stuff.
Right.
And what you love, you know. So some people sit there and they cry like, you know, he move around or he do this, down and third. Shit, let him cook. You adjust to let him, you know what I'm saying? Let him do what he got to do.
Right.
Because, you know, there's times he going to save your ass. You get beat or something, you know what I'm saying? He getting out of a sack or he doing whatever he got to do. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, you give motherfuckers 10, 11 yards, if not a little bit more, good width in the pocket, you know, should be able to work. So it don't matter what you do back there.
And, like, speak to how it is. We'll stay current and, like, bro, you surrounded by some dogs, some real dogs. And you surrounded by, like, some dogs in the coaching. Like, you got Andy Reid. I mean, you already came from BA, you know, Todd Bowles, Leftwich, all them boys, boom. But now you got, like, Andy Reid, which everybody kind of come under. You know what I'm saying? You got Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, Patrick Mahomes, Frank Jones. Like, bro, y'all loaded.
Yeah.
I know them meetings be fun when y'all just coming up with shit. Because y'all got all the trick plays and everything.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, that's just a testament to the coaching. Football is a strategic game, and, you know, you got to figure out new ways and old ways. You know, someone's old play is something, you know, new today. So you got to do your research, history, and all that good stuff. But Coach Reid, you know, he a great coach for a reason. Players coach, like to have fun. The one thing he sit there and say every day, he don't talk much. That dude say, let your personality show. Come to work, be yourself. Don't come in here all uptight and think you got to, you know, be whatever. Come, let your personality show. But just know, like, all right, I need this on the back end.
Right.
You're going to put in the work, you know what I'm saying, physical and mentally. But then, yeah, be yourself. So,
yeah, I know BA was like that too.
For sure.
And you know, that's rare because a lot of coaches always preach that, oh, BU, but like.
They don't really mean it.
You feel me? Like, I remember when we was in Tampa, BA, you go to meetings with a do-rag on and all type of shit. Just BU. Like, as long as you go out there and make plays, he ain't care. But like when I was in Chicago, like it was real kind of like military a little bit.
It's micromanaging. It's just the way coaches feel. They feel like if everybody not on one accord, that they don't got no control or whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you dealing with grown men. You got them here for this, you know, obviously for a reason. Like, trust them. Obviously, you got some guys, you're going to have some issues or whatever, but that's the way it go. You got kids. You got good kids. You got bad kids. You got kids in the middle. How you going to,
Right.
you know, sit here and just neglect your kid as a, you know what I'm saying, coaching away. So at the end of the day, you got your players, coaches, just go out there, be you, handle your business. You good.
Yeah. Bro, your first year in KC been wild. Not only have you won, you came in, you won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but then y'all got hit with the Taylor Swift saga in Kansas City. We gotta talk about it. Like,
The Swifties
the
and the Swifts. I mean, what you want to know? At the end of the day, real time going through it, it's just human people going through human things. A lot of people on the outside blow it up. Two people in love, they living their life. It's just magnified just because of who they are. It was great. She's a great person. We hung out, you know, a couple of times, all that good stuff. Yeah, man, it's just
they made that shit a big deal. I know, you know, one of Frank's friends that live in KC, she was like, man, they got Taylor Swift shirts in the Walmart. Like,
100%.
like, dang, she done took over.
Yeah, man.
You a Swiftie?
Hey, that.
You since you hanging out with the Swiftie.
Nah, I will say my niece is a big Swiftie though. My niece Mackenzie, so she
Uncle Donnie
she
set,
holding it down.
Uncle
for us.
Donnie set the plug.
Yeah, she holding it down. For us,
Okay.
so we'll see. But yeah, nah, it's all good stuff. You know
I
what
think
I'm
it was
saying?
just crazy. Like, I know she a big deal, but people was making it seem like Trav wasn't already a big deal as is. You know
I
what
know,
I'm saying?
but that's
Like,
just the two different worlds.
right,
you know What I'm
right.
saying?
They
Like,
mix the, you know, football and,
Yeah.
and entertainment always go together, but that
For
was
sure.
like,
it just
top
also
of top.
show you just what a lot of people don't know or not aware to. They just so focused or just headstrong or into this space that, you know, so much other stuff that's out there. You got one of the greatest tight ends, you know, in the history of football.
right,
And you talking about who is this?
right.
Excuse me?
What? Is he watching the game? Do you know the game?
You know, at the end of the day, it just, to me, you just merging two worlds. I love it.
Yeah,
You
it's dope.
educating, you know, these music people on football on music, and XYZ. So.
And ultimately, what they did for the community as far as the money that they
100%.
brought in. I heard, like, when she come in town, like, everything go up. I mean,
Absolutely.
his jersey sales went up alone, so I know he sure appreciated love. But, I mean, the city is benefiting from this.
It's just the effects of it's business. It's the way it go. It's business.
Facts.
How business work. You want the best. You want to see the best and all of that. So yeah.
Right. So you about to be a free agent this year. If you get the chance to stay in KC, you know, that team will be the first team ever in NFL history to have a chance to three-peat.
Yeah.
Are they capable of doing it?
100%. I mean, just being real time in that locker room, seeing what they got. 100%. Is it gonna be easy? Hell no.
Yeah.
It's never easy.
I mean, it's-
You got cats who go through the whole career, 15-year careers, never get to see that shit.
Never go to the playoffs.
Never go to the playoffs, yeah. Never go to the playoffs. And it's going to be hard, but it's definitely could be done.
You hope you go back.
Definitely. Hey, bro.
I want you to go back and be a part of history again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, that's the way to do it, you know. A three-peat. Just to be able to have that accolade under your belt, your name in a history book, three
Of
straight
history
times.
books, right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to double check. Look at that shit. Like, hold on, did they mess up?
And so you
we
won.
in
You
that
won the
shit.
first one in Tampa at the home stadium.
Yeah.
with
COVID
Tom.
year.
COVID
With
year.
Tom.
Boom. Then you turn around. You just went to KC, won that,
Yeah.
and then run it back in the time they make history.
Absolutely.
That would be crazy.
Hey,
How
man.
was the Super Bowl?
Oh, it was amazing. It was in Vegas.
I know
Did
that had to be.
did exactly what it was. It was Vegas. It was flashy. It was fun. All the stars and everybody was out, celebrities. But it was a great experience. Beautiful facilities and everything over there. Traffic was crazy as usual, but it is what it is. But it was everything you can imagine. For real.
Who you done played in two? So
Yeah.
Tampa Super Bowl, Vegas Super Bowl.
Vegas easy. Tampa was COVID though. But then again, it was home.
But they let people come for the game.
Yeah, but it was how many ever percent,
Yeah.
people in the stadium. This joint was dang that sold out. Everything was going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to stay 6 feet apart still.
Yeah, true.
So, Vegas joint was definitely good, though. I will say Tampa's boat parade was better than the
Boat parade
Kansas
was
City's
lit.
parade.
Boat parade was lit.
Unpopular opinion, maybe.
Yeah,
But
boat parade was lit. Those were good
first
memories.
ever done, I think, huh?
Yeah. Who was kind of like some celebrities that you met while you was in Vegas that was like, oh shit, that's kind of hard? Or did
I
you
really
have
didn't
free
even,
time like that?
So the thing is, I mean, when I'm in work, I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people like to mix and play. You know, granted, you could do that every once in a while, but like I'm focused. So I was there with my family, went out to eat a couple of times, whatever. But obviously, you see everybody moving around, seeing Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you see a bunch of football players and everything, music stars and all of that. Who else we see? What is it? Deion Cole, the comedian.
I
Fab,
seen
a
a
whole
couple
bunch of
of.
people.
I seen a little after party after the game. Y'all had what was it? Wayne?
Ludacris. No, not Wayne. We had Ludacris. For us, we had Ludacris, Post Malone.
Post Malone. That's what I said.
And that's it. Ludacris and Post Malone.
That's what's up.
Crazy.
I was in that bed lit.
Crazy vibe.
Man, so in this new age of football, we always like to give a little wisdom to pass the knowledge that we acquired down to the youngest. So what's your advice? The NIL is new, and it's kind of geared towards the quarterbacks, the receivers, the star skill players. As a lineman, because you one of the swaggy linemen in the NFL. There's a lot of swaggy big fellas in the league. Hey,
I'm light though.
Hey,
my boy.
I'm around you. I know what you on. You feel me? You light right now.
I'm light.
But I know how you come in, you know what I'm saying? So what's your advice to, the linemen in the trenches on how to leverage the NIL deal and execute and, ultimately make money off of their platform?
Realistically, just find what works for you or what you're interested in. Obviously, your film and everything gonna take care of that. Go out there, be a dog, and then everything else gonna come. Kind of the same thing I tell dudes, just within the league. Like, everybody want money, everybody want this, that, and the third, but the way you get all of that is you gotta win. Mm-hmm. You want women, they gonna come. You gotta win. You want more money, you gotta win. You want this, you gotta win, because you want people who've been there before. So.
Right.
The youngest go out there, you work your ass off, ball out, build a name for yourself, so then you can go and have leverage and say, I want to get a deal with this, or I want to do this, or work with me because I'm interested in this, that, and the third, or give me more money because I'm doing this.
Right.
But yeah, just figure out a way to separate yourself from the rest.
I think one thing that I took away when I was at Florida State that Jimbo Fisher used to always say, bro, keep the main thing the main thing.
100%.
I think that's the message now. Keep the main thing the main thing, and everything you want gonna come.
100%.
Basically what you just said.
Faith, family, football. If that's what you live by, let that be the main thing. Don't let nothing else, you know what I'm saying? It all come up. You're going to have your stuff, but not that.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, before we get up out of here, where can the people get at you on the socials and keep in tune with you at?
Yeah, man. You can follow me on Instagram, dsmith_79. I think my Twitter's still my old jersey, 76. You know, I had to flip the 9 upside down, or 6 upside down, like Drake said, when I went to Kansas City. And then I think my Twitter or X now is dsmith_76. So, nice and simple.
Man, like I say, man, appreciate you, dog.
100%.
For being one of my mentors coming in the league, showing me how to do it the right way, taking me up under your wing. Even till now, always tapping in, always checking in, like, brother to brother, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
Sure.
I appreciate you coming in and rocking with us on 1,000 Hours Out the Mud.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is definitely the way to do it. Definitely out the mud. Let's get it.
Yeah, know what time it is. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all follow us on all the socials. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate Donnie for checking in, tapping in with us. You can find us at AHOTM_ on all the socials. Wherever you at, we at. Like Rashard like to say, if you're rocking with us, tap in. If you're not, tap in anyways. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't forget, you can't cheat the grind. Got to put in the time.
Got to put it
1,000 Hours Out the Mud. Till next time. Love.
Sir. All right, my boy.
That's